niggas got these egg rolls with the horsey sauce. You dip it in.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I just wanna dip my staff in the horsey sauce.
Dip it in a horse. Dip it in a horse. Dip it in a horse while I'm dipping in a Porsche. Dip it in a horse. Dip it in a horse. Dip it in a horse while I'm dipping in a Porsche. Come on. And that's all it takes. You platinum.
That's you platinum. It's all about driving fast. That's what we just did. That it's about speed. Welcome from out the cracks and the crevices of your old life to the Just Bike. Yeah, we just bike around here, Just Bike channel.
It's getting nice outside, so, we just bike.
We just bike. We just bike. Welcome to the Just Bike channel. I am the backwoods nigga with the chef hat on. You got pastry, young pastry. Nigga, you know what it is. YUNG pastry.
Mm-hmm. And I am the front woods cracker with the glasses and the freshly shaven cut. Lil Mattress at Lil Mattress, LILMattress on all social media. Hit lilmattress.com. Hit up watermelonversuspumpkin.com. That's watermelonvspumpkin.com to download the podcast if you so desire. If you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate you. We know we got a couple people on there. You can listen to us basically anywhere that you can get a podcast. We talk about Apple. We talk about iTunes. We talk about Stitcher. We talk about Spreaker. We talk about wherever you listen to it, man. Spotify, we're on there. Basically, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us on there. Overcast, all that stuff. There's a bunch of aggregators where you can just search for podcasts. Just search for Watermelon versus Pumpkin, and we will be on there. We appreciate the people that are listening wherever you listening from. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Now this time again.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. And you can tell them one way. Another. Maybe 203.
594.
594. I almost said
6977.
I almost say it's 594. 203 594 is 6977. Remember they was doing 69s back in 77? That's how you can remember that. It's crazy how we just put it together. It's
crazy.
It's free love around here.
And that's the hotline, 203-594-6977. Hit us with a call or a text. Of course, it's free at all times. Right. It's an answering service hotline, so it's not that you would call and pick up, and we would pick up the phone. It's you'll get an answering machine. Yeah, you leave your message, let us know what you want. Yeah, exactly. You won't be talking to a robot.
Right. If you're calling from Wakanda, just hit 1 first. I don't know what that means.
And yeah, man, let us know if you need some advice. Let us know if we need some advice. Let us know if there's certain stuff that you want to hear on the podcast that we can just completely ignore and keep doing what we like to do, That's all we need.
It will be a small notion of respect.
So 203-594-6977 is the hotline. Hit that up. Like we said, call or text. It is free at all times. So welcome to episode 24. We've been doing it, and doing it well. I represent Queens.
I heard she
was actually raised out in Brooklyn.
It's true.
And speaking of Brooklyn, unfortunately, the big news today, I hadn't heard any of his music until yesterday, but the rapper Triple X, I don't know how to say his name because I've heard it.
Extension.
Yeah, I've heard Extension. I've heard XXX Tension. I've heard all that stuff, but man, he went the route of Jerome's niece.
Yeah, and it was a tough one for the fact of him being 20 years old.
Yeah,
shit, that kid was 20, man, and not for nothing. He had a really pretty big buzz. And it was a song that because when I ride around with this for one of my jobs at the
I'm getting it.
Company joint I rock with. The radio is all I rock with, but they have the. He's got a joint that's up there right now called Sad. He did a lot of depression stuff and helped out people that were depressed and suicidal. And if you hear the kid talk, he wasn't really a dummy. He was a bright kid, actually. You know what I mean? He had some vocab. He had some verbiage. He definitely was more of a spirited young fella when he talked. He talked really deeply and highly and passionate about what the fuck he did. It wasn't. He's not a drill. He's not a drill guy. It was tough. So it was like he still was in some shit. He got jumped by Migos at one point or something. He was in some shit at times.
Yeah, he seemed to always have a problem. Like there was some girl that came out with an old ass video that he had, I guess, slapped her, but they were dating at the time, and he said that he was playing around. She was like, no, he wasn't playing around. I know he was supposed to, I think, go on trial for all that stuff. But from what I hear, and from what I read through, Instagram is a form of communication nowadays, and obviously Twitter as well. But from what I hear is the kid was trying to turn his life around and kind of get out all of that stuff.
He changed his style. It's funny because his I've heard some of his earlier music, and it was very, more hard and everything. But then he changed it to now he became more tuned in to a different emotional side of himself, know, which, he switched it around. Trying to be uplifting. And there was a video that was pretty dope with him talking about, hey, listen, this is, I don't know when this video came out. That whole weird, like, damn, this kid's predicting his death. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah. If I were to die right now, like, if some tragedy happened and somebody take my life, I would never want to be a sacrifice without at least being able to touch, some children that are inspired by me. If I could hit 5 million kids that really I helped them out and inspired them through something, then I'm good with getting clocked out at that moment doing that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, damn, bro, you did.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I hope you meant it because you did.
You did. Yeah. It's like not to giggle at a situation, but I tell you, what was more disturbing was I don't know. I guess the nigga with the video. The guy who videoed him slumped in the vehicle.
Yeah,
it was just like, here we go. We have dead man here. We're just gonna put this on Twitter.
And I'll be honest with you, man. I don't even think people understand the weight of what they're doing when they're doing because everyone is so trained nowadays. Like I know on my camera, all I have to do is hit the home button twice and my camera's on.
That mine's that too.
So it's the
double tap.
I think people are just so like, I don't even fault that person because he probably didn't even consciously register what he was doing with like I'm taking a video of a dead person. Obviously after the fact you realize that like it's not a Logan Paul type of situation where like the dude went home and then was editing his 30-minute vlog and was like, are we gonna put the dead guy in? Yeah, we're gonna put the dead guy in. I think it was just a simple like, holy shit, this is crazy, this happened. He picks up his phone.
And then
there's a dead.
Oh, that nigga's dead.
Yeah,
you know I thought maybe something else or they're checking his pulse. Yeah, at some point it's like nobody becomes an assistant to helping a situation. We all become spectators, and like I'd rather capture this than actually help a motherfucker out.
Yep.
It's kind of sad, man. You know what I mean? It's like this nigga might need my help, but I have to video this. Hang in there. You're bleeding from your head, but people need to see this.
Yep.
It's like instead of like, how about you get down there and help the dude, and God forbid it's it would be you. You know what? Put an ace bandage on my head. I'm not doing well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, but it's a situation where I think people are so disconnected from reality that as soon as they pick up that phone, it's like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm not here.
Right.
Like I'm
behind the curtain.
I'm in my own world. I'm in my phone world, and
it's not real. This is not real. None of this is real.
Exactly.
Oh, he's really dead. It's like that poor. You think about like kid's mother seeing that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like that's the memory I gotta have of seeing my baby dead in his vehicle. I mean, I know that's what happened. Like I know that's what happened, but I don't want to see the shit.
Right. And from what it was is. From what I understand from the reports that I read so far, is he wasn't out there like screaming at people and talking shit and in a fight or anything like this.
No clout chasing.
He was which I have no clue what means, and I don't think anybody else knows what that means either. Everyone picks that new fancy word out the dictionary. It was like, yeah, we're gonna say that from now on.
Clout.
Listen, yikes is coming up big. Yikes is coming up real big right now. Mark my words, homie. Episode 24. Yikes is coming up real big. Sheesh is falling off. Sheesh is going by the wayside.
Sheesh is all done. Yikes.
But yeah, no. What they say is, I guess he was just. In Florida, he was trying to buy a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And, dudes ran up for, I guess they were saying it's a robbery gone wrong, which I don't know if the dude was standing strong on the whole fucking, like, no, you're not taking my shit from me. I don't know what happened, but.
It was probably an In-N-Out deal because I know it was a nice-ass car he had.
Yeah.
This dude's, South Florida, man. Like, Florida's, like, really crazy out there. He's from Florida, too. So he's in his home fucking state,
That's wild.
But
there was a kid that got on World Star already and denied that it was him because I guess he was...
Was somebody accused already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There was a rapper called Soldier Kid.
Okay.
And not to be confused with Soldier Boy. I guess there's... You know how there was ASAP and a million things after that?
ASAP Fergs,
and then there's
Rock,
NBA... Now there's a dude's NBA and a million things after it. Stands for Never Broke Again. And there's a million. Now I guess there's Soulja and then a million things after it. And this one dude, Soulja Kid, got on looking as guilty as you could be. And like, when you can tell it's the first time that somebody has said the word condolences out loud?
Right.
It was that type of thing where he's just like, I heard a lot of people saying that I might have been the one that killed him. So, clapping the whole time. Clapping the whole time.
Yo,
So
so boom.
I wanted to get on the gram. So boom. I wanted to get on the gram and say I don't even know that man, and I didn't do it. So I just wanted to get on here and say my condolences to his family, and
this is gonna hold up in court.
Yeah, it's like so.
Lean with the wink and the thumb up.
I'm going with the 8 Mile approach, where I'm going to get out ahead of it.
Yeah,
and I'll say it first.
Right.
So it was just
it's like when OJ already tried to put out a book after already fucking. If I would have did it,
yeah.
OJ, stop.
If it was me,
we already know. We already have a good idea, OJ, that you did the shit or had something to do with it, nigga. You were
Right.
standing right there, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Stop with the book if I did it.
So
guys.
once again, episode 24, marketing the history books. I'm not doing no Nostradamus shit, but yeah, I would not be surprised if fucking that dude
comes
gets,
out to be like
Soldier Kid
Soulja
gets
Kid.
arrested because, and two, with Instagram and social media and how stupid people are, someone already did the research, and they went through it and did all the thing where like he was 2 minutes away from the shooting because he went to
pinpoint. Oh wow.
No, but because he went to a restaurant that was 2 minutes away for fish and chips, and everyone take a picture of your food, tag the restaurant, all that other stuff, and he was literally 2 minutes away by driving, an 8-minute walk from where XXX Extension, however you say his name was.
Right. Watch him find. We found a cod crumb. The scene.
Right.
Match to this nigga fish and chips. Left a damn chip on the scene.
But yeah, man, because it's weird. That's how people are nowadays. We're just, okay, I got to document every single part of my life. Everyone's pretending that they're in their own reality show. And listen, like, if you hold your phone to yourself and go, hey, guys, like, oh, man, you're doing too much.
So boom. Listen, so boom. So boom is a big one now.
Yeah,
right?
people like booming.
So boom.
Booming in the streets. But what I wanted to bring up with that, do you remember where you were when some other huge rappers passed away? Because this is big. Like, there's been other rappers, obviously, in the past, Pac, Biggie, all that stuff. And then who was Jim Jones's boy that passed away? Stack Bundles. Yeah. But, like, since Stack Bundles, I obviously might be forgetting because I've dropped way out of the rap game. But
well, what's it called? Kill from Jam Master Jay? Or he just died naturally. He got killed, right? Jam Master Jay from
in that robbery,
from Run DMC. He got killed. Yeah, that's right. From Run DMC. Yeah, shit.
In the studio.
Yeah, damn. And he was he was a guy that was all about the community, man. He was like,
he was the one that did the whole no, I'm not moving out the hood. No, like I'm gonna make my neighborhood better and all that stuff. And sometimes it's just, man, you got to get away. Like,
especially when you're famous like that, it's tough. You have fame, notoriety, money.
Yep. Well, I think the fame and the money are equal on that because you're famous, so people, regardless of how much money you have, if you're famous, people automatically assume that you have money. So you're just targeted right there, man. That's how Exhibit got half of his face fucking ripped off when. If you look at, I mean, not that he's really around like that, but if you look at Exhibit nowadays, you'll see on his mouth, and that was from. He told the story, there's a big scar on his mouth, and he told the story, he was just at a bar, and some dude, yo, man, you Exhibit, blah, 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 and he was just trying to play it low, and was like, no, man, I'm not Exhibit, yeah, I look like him, whatever. Dude ended up getting mad and fucking cracked him in the face with a bottle of Jack Daniels, because he was just like, yo, you trying to play me? I'm just...
I know who you are, son, I know you.
Exactly. And,
and that's the shit, too, like, when a lot of people don't realize, like, these people, they're fucking people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And when you get so crazy starstruck, like, they deal with that shit every day, man. It's like, it's a certain way they appreciate being approached. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, if he would have slid up to him like, yo, bar my beer, slid that, yeah, I know who you are, man, respect.
Exactly.
He would appreciate that, like, good looking, thank you. Hey, man, let me buy you a beer. You know what I'm saying?
Or if you try to do it in a sly manner, like like you said, of just, you do it with some respect and you don't have, oh, shit, that's you.
Yeah, right.
Like, no, just, hey, man, I just want to say I appreciate your music. Cool.
Yeah, right. Shout out to my nigga Fat Cat, my nigga P. Did that shit. We're out in New York at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Walking around because I was always Puerto Rican on that day.
Everyone is.
Everyone is. Oh man, I got it all the time. But we're walking down the street and I'm with my man Fat Guy. Yo, P, what up, baby? So like, who the fuck is he doing out there? It was Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, now we just Pete. What up, baby? We know him. You know? He was just chilling with his. Of course, he had a little entourage and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And a little small Italian icy. He was receptive to it though. Yo, what up? You know.
Yeah.
Took a picture with him and shit. So he was. You know, he had Goony Goons with him, so he wasn't really worried about it. But still, that whole.
But you know, extra heads turned when.
Right, and then it's like, okay, now everybody taking the picture. Like, okay, spots blowing. I know it wasn't gonna be hidden for too long, but I think he just got there because like niggas know now. Niggas know.
Yeah.
Yo, Pete, what up, baby? Did everything but slap the nigga in the ass. Yo, good game, baby.
Right. Good shit, man. Yeah, so I was trying to think of when I heard the news on the drive here, I was trying to think about like
any like spots.
if I remembered where I was. I remember where I was when I heard that Tupac died, because I was actually watching MTV back in the day when I used to play videos, and I was watching a Soundgarden video was on at the time, and then the news came across at the bottom on the like little ticker thing, and then Kurt Loder popped on and was like, you know, blah, 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 in the news today, and Tupac has passed away. I just remember being like, whoa. That's
yeah. It's like,
that was interesting.
Yeah, it's like I kind of maybe saw it, maybe I don't know.
But you always felt like Tupac couldn't die.
Right.
He was definitely on that
many
superhero
attempts on that
shit,
nigga. Yeah,
man.
it's like, and it's like every time he got shot, it turned him into more of a screaming, more thug life, more. You mean, and then people like, well, he was angry as fuck. Well, I mean, I guess if people are trying to kill you, you'd be pretty pissed too.
Yeah. Right.
You know, it'd turn you to somebody else. I would say so. You know,
but he was also another young one too, where he was killed at 23, 24, where you don't even think like. And that's the other thing too. When I read people's books and autobiographies, and they're like, yeah, in blah 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 year when I was this age. I'm like, dude, if you ask me now what I was doing in 2005, literally I could not tell you anything that happened in the year 2005. But like, I swear, dude, people either lying or have stupid memories that I don't have.
Or they jotted it down or something. I jotted it down. I remember that year. It had to be something that really stuck out for me to really capture it. And my memory is pretty damn good. Like I remember a motherfucker that, you know, it's funny because I have that. I always remember a motherfucker that did me wrong.
Oh,
like,
of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, those is always like, oh, because you were my lessons in life. You know what I mean? Those ones that edged you like, got you.
Yep.
Thank you for that. You have given me a tool. So I will take this shiny ruby gem and I will put it inside my box.
And learn from it forever.
Learn, and I'll keep looking at it. You remember when you gave me this gem? You remember that? Thank you.
But how about you? Do you know where you were when
I can't say I remember, man. Yeah, I don't. Fuck, what was that, 96?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, 16. Probably jerking off somewhere. Right. Not sure. I know when Biggie, because I know more of the cats I rode with were more Biggie fans. I remember my man P. That cat was like a soup because he was from Brooklyn originally. So, so Biggie and him were like family. It was like woo. Because I remember that too. Because my nephew, actually, his birthday is March 10th. And it was his first birthday, and Biggie died March 9th. So it was that whole, I remember, like, I think a birthday was going on, a party, and it was like, happy birthday, nephew. Oh, well, Biggie died?
Your birthday's fucked.
Yeah, Biggie got killed? Ooh, no one going to remember you. Right. Nobody not going to remember you, nephew, because Biggie died around the time when you was 1 year old, nigga.
Right. That's wild.
Maybe he was born. He might have even been born. Actually, fuck. I think he was born the day after Biggie died. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Biggie died March 9th, and my sister-in-law went to labor and gave birth the day after that man was in. So I remember him.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I'm the opposite. Yeah, I don't remember where I was when Large Littles died, aka Biggie Smalls. But I like Large Littles. I like to have my own nicknames for him.
Yeah, like I was a big Elf fan. That really fucking sucked. I liked him. They and that one was crazy. They they unloaded like a whole clip in his face. That was like that was some personal shit. Like,
well, that was I remember the story that I always heard about that is they wanted to kill his brother, but his brother was in jail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they got the message to his brother, like, we not even gonna have a family open casket on this one. You're not gonna recognize him. How do you fucking identify him from dental work?
Yeah, that shit is fucking rough.
But I mean, it's real out there, man. It just it just goes to show you that no matter how much money, how famous you are, man, you can be touched.
Exactly. I mean, and this was. It didn't seem like obviously I don't think rappers are at that level where they got, professional people taking them out. Maybe in Tupac and Biggie's situation, that got really weird with the FBI and stuff like that. But the rappers these days, honestly, if the goal was to get away from people doing more conscious music to like Tupac, before he died, he was moving way into the zone of like, no, we want the community to come together. Right. They were trying to start Death Row East, all that type of stuff. And it was just there's that whole rumor and innuendo.
And then the whole Biggie leaving Bad Boy, that whole weird shit.
And then Biggie, why the fuck were you in California like 3 weeks after Tupac got shot? Like, that was I don't know if that was look at my big balls, like, fuck you, I'll go where I want.
Yeah, because there was
called on it.
Wait, Tupac got killed in September of '96, right? And then March of '97 is when Big got killed. So it is a small ass window. I wouldn't even step foot over that motherfucker. Like, yo, temperature's hot. It's bad enough they blaming me. He was, I guess, was trying to prove that it wasn't me, and it was. That's why they said Puff set it up, because Puff is the one that booked it for him to go out there.
Yeah. Because the thing was just there's no chance that like you needed that money and had to go to the West Coast to get. I think it was more of a bravado thing of, no, man, we're going to go out there, we're going to show we're not afraid, all that other bullshit.
Right. We're going to show love, and we out here. Don't worry about it. I'm proving to you I had nothing to do with it by coming out here. See?
Yeah.
No, there's some niggas. And I think that whole thing with Tupac is being overshot, as being conspiracy. And I'm still having a hard time. People are really the ones that bank on, well, Suge had him killed. And Suge was sitting right next to him when he got killed.
Yeah.
That's
some stone cold shit. If Suge had anything to do with it, because Suge
niggas better not miss. Like, yo, he's sitting right next to him while they're unloading.
And Suge took a couple himself.
He got grazed in the head. Like, you don't. If you're gonna plan to kill somebody, you don't sit next to him when they're going down.
But that's also the perfect spot to be for the rest. You just go
perfect alibi,
to say those exact words. Like, you thought I set him up. I was sitting right next.
Right, and then it's like, well, they kind of pinpoint. It's like, yes, it takes a bad shot. Like, oh my bad, Suge. As he walks away, I didn't mean. I did what you told. All right, I get out of here. You know what I mean? So, could be, maybe. It's just harder to believe. But then that's like you said, that's the most perfect thing ever. If you planned that, nigga, then that you were very intelligent.
You got some balls if that's what happened.
All right, niggas, don't miss now. I'm gonna be sitting there, and he's a big fucking guy.
Yeah, man.
Like, bullets are going in and out of Pac, man, and there's no way he could just be guaranteed safe.
But it's crazy the fall that he's taken, because actually in the news just yesterday, Suge Knight had been trying to get out of jail. Suge Knight's mom died, and they didn't let him out of jail to go to the funeral.
Damn, Suge.
Yeah, man. Like,
that's fucked up.
I think that's one of those things where like they finally got him in the system, now they're not letting him go for shit.
Because damn, Suge, reap what you sow, nigga.
Yeah, like if they don't let you out for your mom's funeral,
you started a label called Death Row. I think there was something behind that. It was gonna come up to get you eventually and put you in motherfucking behind bars, nigga. But I even think that thing with Tupac I think it was just more as simple as that. They beat up a gang member that night.
Yep.
They beat the brakes off a gang member, and it's kind of like they found the nigga.
Yeah.
You're in my city. You beat down one of my gang members. I'm gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that nigga down here on Lafayette Boulevard or whatever. And all right.
Definitely, that retaliation could have been,
that simple,
real quick and real swift. I didn't go to the exact spot because I didn't know where the exact spot was. But when I was out in Vegas like 6 years ago, I went to that area.
What's the name of the boulevard? It is a boulevard. Some boulevard, right?
Yeah, it is. But I don't. It's just my boy Donnie, who was out there. He showed me this. So
I wonder if did he say they had like a shrine or something there or anything? They probably took that shit down. Take that shit down, nigga. It's not gonna be Tupac Shakur Boulevard. Take it down.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any like marker, because I just remember being on the thing, but that's where the weird conspiracy thing comes in, because how they talk about there were no eyewitnesses, no nothing.
Right.
Bro, imagine downtown New Haven club night letting out on fucking
witness?
times 50.
Right. Not one
times
witness.
50. It's fucking
because
there's Las Vegas. You know what I mean? The old Las Vegas where there's still a bunch of people around. There's still attractions and shit. But think about this, bro. This was a Mike Tyson fight. Think of how many people were at a fucking Mike Tyson fight.
If you weren't at the fight, you were at least at a party. Everybody's hosting a party in Vegas for a Tyson fight. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's just that one event that was happening. Never mind everything else that's going on in Vegas.
In the city, right?
Yeah,
motion. There's motion and constant movement and people everywhere at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody got to make it a car.
And how many more? And is there any other on the planet that has more cameras than Las Vegas? You
Right,
what
I know,
like,
right?
I understand a ton of them are in the casinos, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was weird. It was crazy, and it's never found anybody.
No, man.
Pretty sketchy.
Never happened. But how you were saying about, yeah, man, it's the rappers can definitely get touched because I don't know the type of protection that he had, if he had any, but that dude, XXXTentacion, you know, was essentially just killed by two fucking guys that drove up to him,
Right.
pop.
You're talking about broad fucking daylight, man.
Yeah.
Like, this guy was
Yeah, they
enjoying
said,
the
right,
sun.
it was like, it was somewhere between 1 and 4 p.m. It wasn't like creep
Right.
late night, caught you coming out of
Dude
the
was like,
studio.
I'm just going to check out a motorcycle I might buy. You know, it's like that whole, when you're famous like that and you're trying to conduct everyday living.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm just going to ride around and go to stores. And it's like, without really even thinking, well, fuck it, they want to get me. I mean, that's the way he kind of has it because of, he had that beef out there with little people. And it's just got to be that whole, well, if they're going to get me, they're going to get me.
Yep.
You know, like, that's the whole thing. That's one thing, like, with Tekashi. Did you see that last thing with him?
The Chicago thing?
There was two of them. So the Chicago thing, for y'all don't know, Tekashi 6ix9ine went to Chicago with that whole on my old block. And where the fuck niggas at? Yo, it's like 10 p.m. And it's like, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of cops with him. So it's like, it's very it's crazy marketing he's doing. You know, and everybody, oh fuck that. They're feeding that whole machine that he's doing. It's like everything he's doing is on purpose. And the last thing what I was talking about, what he did was Chief Keef. We had beef with Chief Keef beef. He went and took Chief Keef's baby mother on a shopping spree.
That's
dropped
awesome.
$75,000 on it because she's like, "Hi, I'm so and so. I'm Danger something. I'm Chief. Danger. Lil Danger.
I'm in the danger zone.
Her name is Lil Danger. I think my name Lil Danger. I'm Chief Keef baby mother, and that bitch ass nigga don't do shit for me." And then Tekashi comes slide in and he say, "Y'all niggas need to take care of y'all baby mothers and shit. You know, I'm gonna show you how to do this." And he fucking took her and just threw $70K. And like Chief Keef tried to laugh about it. Like, nigga, still, I'm laughing. This nigga, dumbass, you spending $75,000 on my baby mother. How stupid you look. Yeah, but if you beefing with a nigga, I mean, that's kind of a jab.
Yeah. That's a good fucking shot at you.
Right.
And because he's got her on camera saying that you're not shit.
Right,
you know?
right. Like, she's saying you ain't shit. You don't take care of shit. This nigga out here putting food in your kid, buying your kid sneakers and shit. Like, he does throw his money around strategically and, you know, giving them out to people in need. And he not stingy with his shit, man. And like, he did that for when the Chicago Old Town. He's like, oh, y'all niggas ain't shit. He came out to Chicago, went to a whole homeless, like, underneath a bridge, like, mad homeless people, and went with mad food and gave everybody food.
Yep.
You know what I mean, a couple of hours off food. He said, he's like, you see, that's what I mean about you broke ass niggas. Yo, you bum ass niggas in Chicago. You niggas ain't even looking out for your people, man. I'm out here looking out for your people, man.
Wow.
It's like, and then not for nothing, what do you do? Niggas like, he in your city talking shit about you, going to your block, and then feeding your people. Like, you niggas ain't even feeding your people out here, man.
And, man, I honestly think sometimes it's, I don't know, behind the scenes, like you said, I don't know if he has police protection with him or shit like that, but seems like a whole lot of people don't want to find him because he honestly does seem to make himself pretty available. And,
they say, well, behind that camera, he got 30 niggas. Well, you bring 32.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what do you think? I mean, because the dude's fucking small. He's not a big guy.
Oh,
so,
no.
like,
this 5-foot guy with the
they
rainbow
all
hair.
pretend that where they're like, well, one thing I did see that Tekashi, he was on his thing saying, he's like, man, I'll tell you guys where I'm going to be, and I'll be there, and you do fucking nothing. Then you start DMing me talking about, come here. I'm not coming to your fucking house. Like, you know where I am. Come see me. Come, you know.
And he did that shit on one, I think it was on a Breakfast Club interview, and he was like, and they were like, well, how come whenever that show, you canceled it, they say you scared, you don't want no smoke. He goes, listen, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I let my nuts hang. I get it. Yes, I talk my shit. But if I know it's a setup from the promoter of the show, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to walk into a trap so you motherfuckers can put me on World Star and be like, oh, look at this thing got knocked out. You're like, no, you're not going to set me up that way.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm going to cancel the shit. I'm smart enough to know my life is and safety. You know what I mean? Yeah, I let my nuts hang, but I'm not going to walk into some shit.
Yeah, and it was like, and the word cancel was even, I think, used too much because all Tekashi said was, get everyone off the stage,
Right.
and then I'll go perform.
He said, "Well,
and
I showed up."
Yeah, he's like, and they wouldn't get everyone off the stage. So,
Right.
like you said, he's like, yeah, I'm not dumb. I'm not gonna.
Right. I'm gonna
So
go on stage. You
so
put a
there's-
nigga on stage I'm beefing with.
Yeah.
He's on stage. And
So
I'm
there's
scared to come
20
out.
people on stage that want to fuck me up, and you think I'm gonna go on stage and turn my back to them and turn face to the crowd? Like, I feel him 100%.
Yeah,
like,
it's
what the
like,
fuck? Like, he's not
Oh, that
stupid.
nigga's scared. No, the nigga's smart.
Exactly.
And you the dumb niggas that follow the shit and eat the fucking everything he puts in that bowl.
Yep.
I giggle and laugh because you know, we see what it is, so it's a funny thing to see.
Yeah.
And people who really fucking drink that soup and like you, oh my god, it's sick as, oh my god, bro. Then you are the one he does it for.
Yeah. Exactly. But even he got online after XXXTentacion died, and he had said like that he might have to cool out a little bit, because that's what happens, man, when people get,
Right.
bucked.
You get bucked, complacent, and then you riding around. Look, niggas can't touch me. Niggas get touched.
Mm-hmm.
That boy, 20 years old, man, dead.
Yeah.
You know.
That's
I don't think he
wild.
had any kids. I don't think he had any kids.
I'm
I
not
mean, he was
sure.
a fucking kid himself, for crying out loud.
Yeah. I listened to some of his music for the first time yesterday at the gym, and yeah, it wasn't for me. Like you said,
Right.
it's a lot of more emotional type
Right,
stuff that,
right.
I mean, I guess, but even that's something that I've never understood, but I don't fault people for or make fun of people for, is like if I'm in a bad mood or if I'm sad or something, or if I feel a certain type of way, with whatever the fuck that means. No, like if I'm saying like a bad mood or something like that, I personally never understood then putting on sad music because I always felt like that would like double it down. But
right.
regardless, not everybody's the same.
Nah,
so I understand.
I think what it happens to for some people is it's just they latch onto it like, the nigga understands me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he gets it too. Mm-hmm. And if they can get a positive twist in there, like, nah, if he hits every point of the sadness you're feeling and then throws a little uplifting, but this is what you got to do. This is how you get out of this shit. Then it's like, okay,
I'm not the only one.
I'm gonna put the knife down now, nigga. I'm gonna put it down because
Right.
and hey, listen, music is powerful, man. People will follow that shit more than I think they would any movie. Movies like scripted, but it's all entertainment to me at the end of the day. But music is just a different grasp it holds on people, I think, than watching that movie. Because people automatically say, oh, this movie's it's fake. It's a script. But you're not really looking at the music as it is because a lot of that shit is script too. You know what I mean? Like, you're falling into like the nigga's not living that, or it's really painting pictures. I was laughing thinking about Ghostface from the Wu-Tang Clan, thinking how his lyrics are very out there.
Yeah,
and I was talking to my man. I said, look, I bet you I know what that motherfucker did. And I'm watching, and the TV was on, and any commercial that came on, I just was shooting out, yo, isotone, yo, Coca-Cola, yo, it's hot out here, oven mitts, 20 degrees Celsius. It's like, he just looked at shit, and it's like almost like I envisioned him painting a picture of something he's seen in his life. He gave you the setup of whenever something happened, instead of talking about what happened, he gave like the description. You know what I mean? Like
he gave the background instead of the foreground.
Right. So it's like, oh yeah, it's like painted trees, willows leaping. Like what? He was talking about that sunny day he was on the beach and there was willow trees, and that's the kind of shit he was. Because I remember that when that interview happened, when they asked him, Ghost, what did you mean? He said, I can't really tell you right now.
Yeah, he said, you'd have to catch me at the time. I don't know what it means.
Nigga,
now.
you wrote this shit.
Yep.
But I think that's why he does that. It's that.
The abstract.
Right. I dig that world, I like to fuck around there sometime.
It was funny because I actually was thinking about yesterday about like, man, I wonder when somebody from that era is going to come out with some music like, anybody from Wu-Tang or stuff like that, because now we got the new Kanye put out an album, garbage.
Yeah, I only caught. I like the Ye versus the People. That was pretty smooth with T.I. I like T.I. But
he did a song with T.I. on that album?
Was it on the album? That song gets a lot of play. I thought it was on the album. Maybe it's not. It's called Ye versus the People. It's him basically backing up the whole Make America Great Again hat and that whole, look, why can't I be a Republican type shit? And T.I. was being that voice, was saying, look, you got to understand what you're saying. People are looking at a certain kind of way. And they going back and forth on the shit. It was kind of, storytelling dope shit, I thought it was pretty smooth. Him trying to explain himself like, well, why can't I wear, when I say Make America Great Again, I'm trying to do it like almost like how we say nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a negative thing. I'm flipping it, turning it on its head. Now it's positive.
Doing the norm.
Right. I'm taking the power away from your negativity and I'm breathing life into it, you know, as the kind of angle that he said he was taking. I just thought it was pretty.
What was the song called?
Ye versus the People.
Yeah, that's not on.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's not on.
That CD.
The song
album, I mean.
or the album Yay, the one that says "I hate being bipolar, it's awesome" on the cover. No, that was a 7-song joint, and it's just
EPs. Yeah, he's all about the EP though. That's what he made Pusha T do.
Yeah, well, he did that for Pusha T, and he did that for himself. He did that for Nas, and then him and Kid Cudi also put out an album as well. And
But I understand it because it's the new era. It's very everything is quick in and out. So it's like
I'm completely down for it being quick because even me, like when I put out CDs and shit, like 11 songs is the max. Like I would never
the days
put
of
out
the 16, 18 bangers.
Dude, I remember
we was part of that life.
yeah. I remember in like 2006, 2007 putting out mixtapes with 22 songs on them. And I'm like, bro, that was 2 CDs. That's not fucking.
That's a double joint.
The
double Wu-Tang, nigga. It's a double album right there, nigga. 22 is it? That's but that's the way it was. It was 22 songs on CDs, 23 songs, 4-minute songs. Like these are long fucking. You know what I mean? Right? It's like now, but everybody's attention span is so short that they want in and out. You know, a couple minutes.
Like I completely agree with doing the short albums and they give everyone a quick taste, but it's just when you're doing a 7-song album and like the first song is an intro.
Right.
It's
crazy
6,
because what the fuck
we're down to
was his name?
6 already.
With the kid Lil Pump, he had a record for the biggest Billboard chart, where it was ranked at being the shortest song. It was like I think it was not even 2 minutes. And all he kept saying was Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. And that was like he said that through almost the whole song. It was 2 minutes, and it was like the biggest Billboard chart, the biggest Billboard chart in history. And it's like that's just showing people like, man, you just get that shit in and out flesh wound, they're gonna love that shit. And that's just where we're at right now. It's quick cook generation, folks.
Yeah.
Hit that 30 seconds and walk away.
That's it. I'm not mad at it. And then I got 3 songs into the Nas album, and it's just.
Oh, you dropped the new one?
Kanye did the
Kanye.
7.
I know it was new. Okay.
Yeah. Like Kanye produced it. The new Nas album that just came out, but same shit, 7 songs. And man, I got through the first 3, and it's just blech. I want to continue to listen to it, but. And the only reason I say that is it's when Nas is not on a beat for Nas,
right?
That's what it is. Like when Nas is on a boom bap primo beat, and I'm not saying that everything still needs to be 1994 rap, but I just mean
it fits him like a nice tailored suit. You know,
when Nas can get on a track and flow and lose his mind, that's what I like. Not the whole fucking Like Kanye gave him beats that Kanye would rap on,
right?
And he didn't like sit down as a producer and make beats for Nas.
I would say he might even did this shit because I know Pusha T, with his album when he was interviewing, he was saying that he had that whole album out something else and under because he's under Ye, and he basically said it's dope, but I think I can make it better, and he stripped every beat. And everybody who thought they were having a beat, having one of their productions on Pusha T's album was like, oh, that's fucked up. So your man came through and just knocked me off, and then, but he stripped it and then used those same songs and put beats around it. I don't, I'm not saying that happened with Nas, but that could have been one of those. Maybe he had better production of what he wanted to sound like, and Ye came through and was like, no, we're gonna do Ye.
Hit him with the auto tune, no. I don't know. It's just that disappointing because like I know how I like to hear Nas, and I'm just like, man.
So it's fine when you're like, hey, I'm a fan of do music. I like what you do, and then you hear something like, I don't like what you did.
Yeah. And once again, and that's almost the problem with the too short of albums is like once you got 3 songs that you don't like, there's only 4 left.
Right.
So
like, oh, that was disappointing.
But I haven't listened to the Pusha T album, but I heard that that's good. But also with him, I just get into that like, just do one verse without coke. Just do one verse without coke.
But and they were talking about it. And it's kind of like he's like, well, no. He said I appreciate people that don't want to hear it because it's not. I cater what I'm saying to a certain. He said I cater to a certain group.
Yeah.
There's a certain. I have my listeners, and I cater to them. So the people that want to hear the coke bars, he's doing it for him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that's who supported him throughout this whole shit. He knows his clique. He knows his niche, and he's like, all right, guys.
Yep.
Coke line coming up. Nigga, I'm in the cane and guns. And like, me too, Pusha. You know,
that's fucking funny.
You know, at least I can say at least I can say the nigga's keeping it real to what he know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, all right. Just like you said, not for me. I don't want to hear with me because he's a dope rapper, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's just that it's constant.
Right.
It's never a like even he'd do a feature on a Kanye song about love and like somehow fit in a fucking bar about cocaine, and you're like,
you was my one and only, like that onion under my bed. Whoa,
exactly.
Come on. Come on.
Still?
Push. You don't have to push anymore, Pusha.
Right? You pushing too hard.
Right. Do what your brother did. Go to chase us.
I know, right? That's an interesting situation where they were just
and I wonder if he breaks his brother down, you know.
I wonder if, and also too, I wonder about financial situations too, where I wonder if as the Clips, they made enough money to just say, fuck it, which I'm assuming. But then also on the other end too, some people that, you know, go with God, they say, fuck it. Like, I don't care if I got $2 in my bank account. The ones that are really, really down, you know what I mean? Not the bums that are trying to fucking, you know.
The really down and outers in Beverly Hills. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, I don't know, Clips. I mean, that grinding song is still, that gets love. You see that shit played on, like, movies and shit. Like, that's still irrelevant. Like, you put that shit on and any party, some throwback party, niggas gonna lose their shit.
Exactly. As long as you put on Jaquan right after, because it's the same beat.
Is that the hood hop?
Dun, dun, dun.
Da, 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 da.
Jaquan cracking his voice as hard as possible. I
What
wonder
happened
if,
to guys like him and Chingy?
Yeah, who
Chingy?
knows?
Oh, man.
But it's people that were in it to where, like, you never know how long you're gonna last, man.
Half these drill niggas.
It's cruel.
It is. It's a cruel world. So I always say to those young artists with your hit or two under your belt, invest.
Yeah.
It's not promised for you unless you got a good body of work and a good following. Like a guy like Drake, he's not, you know, he's fucking etched in stone.
Yeah.
They're gonna always love him. You know, women are gonna always throw their panties at the guy. You know, he's not stupid. He caters to. Yo, Drake is soft. That's okay.
Yeah, there's rappers that get to the level where it doesn't matter what they do.
Right.
You know, like
he has his following. He has his backing. So no matter how much Meek Mill goes at him and how much Pusha T's trying to shut him down, that nigga's not gonna fall off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not gonna. It's just like with Jay. You know, it's like no matter how much. You know, people like, you know, we talk shit about Jay here and there, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yep.
He knows his worth. He knows what he can do.
Exactly.
He knows niggas going to buy whatever fucking he put out. You know what I mean? He, you know, arrogance, strategy, whatever you want to call it, it's the nigga know. Nigga knows, minus the nigga knows.
But one of the things about the Pusha T and Drake situation is it's weird how it's kind of turning around now to where now Pusha T is like, yo, put your next song out, man. Put your next song out because it's fading away. Yes, Pusha T won, but I think that he didn't get as much out of it as he wanted to because what it kind of left off with was Jay Prince and a couple other people coming out with like, no, Drake's got the song that'll fucking end your career. And then Pusha T's like, well, put it out.
Put it out, right.
But the smartest thing for Drake, because he got smashed on, is to just, okay, I'll ignore him because...
Right. I'm not feeding you no
Pusha
more.
T is famous, but Pusha T is not Drake
He's
famous.
not Drake famous.
You know?
So people are like, who is this guy messing with my Drizzy? You know, some little, like, you know, housewife in fucking Omaha.
Exactly,
you know? It's like, who's messing with Drizzy? I'll cut them.
Right.
Who is this Pusha?
Those are the same women that say Fiddy.
Fiddy.
You know, those are the same.
Well, they're definitely not. His name is Pusha T, but they're definitely saying Pusher.
Yeah.
Who is this Pusher T?
Who is this Pusher T, and why is he pushing people?
Why is he pushing?
Why is he shoving?
Why is he shoving Drake? Drake did nothing. Leave him alone. You know, and it's kind of like Drake, like, it's Drake's smart enough to like, I'm not feeding you no more, nigga.
Yep.
I gave you a slice of cake. Run with it. At this point, it's like anybody he responds to, he's doing a favor to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you're like high tier. Like Meek Mill is kind of like, yeah, but he's not on that. That's a different tier.
Yeah,
you know
he was still up and coming when they kind of really got into it. Like you said, they're just on different
selling out shows.
levels.
Like Drake's gonna always outsell Meek. Sorry, Meek. You know what I mean? Meek, you're gonna outsell, but it's gonna be a straight sausage fest at any Meek Mill show you go
Exactly.
to. It's gonna be scattered women in there, but it's gonna be a sausage fest.
There's gonna be scattered, frightened women
right,
in there.
You're right, because it's gonna be niggas wanting to go at it. You know, Meek gonna give because it's what his shit is. Drake, you know, go to a Drake show, fellas. If you're single, go to a Drake show. You're gonna probably get lucky because it's nothing but women.
It's like standing outside after a Magic Mike movie. Just fucking, just collect, collect after.
Go to motherfucking Usher concert or something. I know a dude that my man used to go in there.
Let Usher do the work for you.
No, he's like, yo, worry. He said, I go to fucking R&B concerts all the time. My niggas like, I ain't going that bullshit. He's like, I'm single. Like, why the fuck not? There's nothing like there's 100 and something million women out there. So every time if I run game on this one, I get shut down. Okay. I'm one out every 4.
I'm going down the line.
Right. It's like, okay, oh, word. All right, cool. That's cool. Anyways, all right, where's the next one?
Dude, because I'll be honest with you, like, especially getting to my age and just how the world works today, it's like, how the fuck do you meet people nowadays? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to do the the Tinder route
Right.
and shit like that, it's tough to meet people. And like,
you're just in public, and hopefully they have a nostalgic attitude. Of actually being okay with talking to people, because now it's kind of like, if you're not, messaging me or IMing me, or it's that connection is gone. Like I said, when I was in that long-term relationship and I got out the game, I was 12 years with somebody, and then I get out, and then I'm like, all right, let's see what this single life's about. I'm 12 years a slave, and now it's
correct.
And now I was free, and then it's kind of like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah. How do I navigate this land?
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, you niggas don't talk. Okay,
no,
this text life is real. This message me, inbox me, text me, and like you ain't doing nothing. Like, talk on the phone? No, it's dead. Okay, all right. Text me quick, short inserts that make me laugh. Like, he's so cute. I think I want to get to know him more because he gave me a short one-liner that opened my mind.
He made me laugh. I'm going to put my genitals in his mouth.
Right, yeah. It's like, woof, there is nothing more to it. And it's like, sex is nothing to these young kids now. It's just like in the 60s. And I was talking to my mother because she was like, and this and that, and they just, not even careful. I said, hold on, Miss Flower Power, because you motherfuckers. But she said, the times were different then, though. I said, but you still were having unprotected sex.
Yeah.
You still had a chance of getting pregnant, hence the whole baby boom. And then you have a motherfucker having a kid that he didn't really want, and now hence the deadbeats started coming around. Yeah, let's keep it real. Single mothers got on strong in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was laying and slaying and keeping it moving.
All that free love shit. Yeah, and then that's the thing these days is, everyone's like...
They hook up. It's a hookup.
Yeah, it's a hookup culture, and like, what is cheating? You know what I mean? There's that broad line of fucking like, I just sucked his dick.
Yeah, well, I ain't fucking... No, I'm still a virgin. I sucked 30 dicks, but I'm still a virgin. Like, people really believe that.
Yeah. Girls out there being the anal, they just take it in the ass because they're a vaginal virgin.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? I'm like...
Loophole!
I don't know if you're thinking about finding the right guy. It's like, I'm a virgin. Oh, for real? And then it's like, whoo, in the fucking bottle, like, why your ass? Like, oh, so you took it up the ass, but you're...
Yeah, so you took it up the ass 30 times.
But that's special. I saved that, like, so the ass is... not special, which I would think the ass to be more special because it's like not everyone wants to give the ass like that up to somebody, so that should be more sacred because not every woman likes that.
Yeah. And the hit list on women nowadays, it's like, oh, you've been with 30 guys? Yeah. No thanks. Yeah. Like that type of thing, because there's that ancient proverb of, the ancient, that unlocks the lock.
Yeah, but there's such an era right now. It's like, cause it's just so... When fellas be like, I slept with 50 women. Bitch, you slept with 10 niggas? You so garbage.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, you slept with 50 women. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, at that point, it's like, where's your mind at? It's the same shit, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you're sleeping with a bunch of people, she's sleeping with a bunch of people. If she's the nigga, then she get all the clout in the world. She's a woman. It's like, oh my gosh, she's so dirty. That nigga not dirty. He the man. It's just, it's just ugly.
It's double-sided. Like
it is. It's like, hey, she fuck niggas. She fuck niggas.
Speaking of weird sexual things, Jamie Foxx is actually accused of slapping a woman in the face with his penis, and I think 2006 is the headline nowadays.
Shout out to the sling though. That nigga was there with grab.
But I think that shit is hilarious with not for his image, not for that, but the women that come out the woodwork, like, you're fucking up the Me Too movement, okay? Like, you're fucking up the Me Too movement because straight up, that sounds like a Saturday Night Live sketch. When, like, and what happened to you, young lady? Well, Jamie Foxx slapped me in the face with his penis in 2002. Or 2006, whatever it may be.
Me too, in 2001.
Right? What the fuck? Exactly. Like, so now do you think there's going to be a gang of women to come out the woodwork of just like, I was slapped in the face by his penis as well?
Right. He has the brown spot on the right side, right? Yes. You know his penis well. Yes.
But then I think about, like, okay, if that happened and just for some but then I'm like, where are you in the position? And, like,
right, where does it all...
Did he just run by and
where does it all go wrong or right?
Were you guys having sex and he was playing around and donked you in the face with it? Or...
At what point were you offended by what happened?
Yeah. At what point over these past 12 or 16 years were you offended enough?
I mean, I'm talking about at the point when it happened, like, nobody... It's not really like, hey... and just run up to you, pull his dick out, and slap you, and then run off. Like, obviously, you guys are in a moment where he was comfortable enough to pull his dick out, and you sat there for a minute. You probably were giggling, and then he slapped you with it, and then you got upset. I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Like, or did he just, like, randomly do a drive-by?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
bitch, was that Jamie Foxx that slapped me with his dick?
Like, but because then I think in a situation, I'm like, all right, so then did you always have it in the back of your head of like, okay, if my life doesn't go right, eventually I'll sue Jamie Foxx for slapping me in the face with his dick. And
that's my stardom right there. That's my get up in life.
Yeah. Like that's my fallback plan. Like nursing school didn't work out.
Well, good old dick slap to get me ready in the game,
right? That shit is crazy, man.
Man. Well, I hope somebody famous slaps me with their dick. I'm gonna sue somebody. Goddamn, I need to come up in life, man.
For real.
What nigga pretend to be gay to be around somebody? The nigga slapped me with his dick.
Right.
I'm suing because it's the odds of me saying Tyra Banks try to put a snatch on my face.
Try to hit me in the face with a titty.
Yeah, hey, I'm suing Tyra.
My neck's not right because Tyra Banks hit me in the face with a titty.
The embarrassment on my manhood of complaining about Tyra slapping me with a titty is just something I won't partake in. Can't do it.
But that is kind of how crazy it is to where it's a lot because it's a woman. Right. People always do that thing of course, if a woman is raped or sexually assaulted and people don't believe her, of course, yeah, that's horrible. But in my humble opinion, there's got to be something for the other way when you ruin a man's life. Like the dude Enzo Amore from WWE, he was
when is accountability coming the other way?
Yeah, like he lost his job. Because the story came out and it was the worst timing ever. It was the 25th anniversary of Raw, so it's a fucking huge thing. Like, imagine, this TV show's been on the air for 25 years. On the 25th anniversary of this TV show, this girl comes out and says, "Yeah, one of the main acts on your show fucking raped me." Right. So he got fired.
And somebody was having that same conversation to her that told her,
yeah,
bitch, you want to ruin that nigga?
Exactly.
This is a big event. Announce it now.
Yep.
He will no longer be relevant at all.
He got fired, lost his job, went dark on the web for like 3 or 4 months, and it all came down to one of her friends that's not friends with her anymore was putting out text messages from her, like where she was saying, "Yo, I just fucked a WWE wrestler. I'm laying in bed with him right now, blah, blah, blah." That's not what you would say if you got raped. Listen, I'm not, of course, I've never been raped, so I'm not claiming to know that's the state of mind. But personally, I don't think that you would be like, "I just fucked." It would be, "This dude just raped me." And if he's sleeping next to you and he just raped you, you would probably try to get up and get the fuck out.
Right. You don't cuddle with the guy who raped you.
Yeah.
Hello.
So then all that, he got fired, and all it turned into was, the cops, there was no evidence that it actually happened, anything besides consensual sex.
They never hired him? Is that out the court?
They didn't. Well, I mean, it just came out like a month ago that it got. There wasn't even a case. That was the thing. Is like all it was an investigation. It wasn't even.
WWE be like, pull the plug on this nigga.
Yeah.
Hopefully they said, well, until you get right, maybe we'll work with you again.
Because it was just the worst timing ever. Right. And no, but like he didn't get arrested. He didn't get nothing. And it was just this girl lying on him. And so of course there's always two sides and there's shit like that, but there's got to be something in the other direction of like when, there's plenty of times when the fucking white girl in college gets drunk and fucks a black guy for the first time, and then it turns into, oh, he raped me. Then that kid goes to jail for 12 fucking years, and then she comes up on Facebook and writes her old diatribe of like, you know what, I just got to get off my chest. He didn't rape me.
And the whole,
so
and
you
even
just ruined his life.
Right, and even the whole ones that would lie about a gang rape. But you was putting out for the whole crew. Like
exactly.
Women that willingly will put out for the whole crew. And
until they sober up.
Right, and then they get embarrassed. Maybe it got wind. Because as soon as it gets wind to the women, that's when they start, you know what I mean? As soon as the other girls found out, oh, my God, you heard about Becky? She's such a fucking slut. She slept with, like, 6 guys. Oh, my God, that bitch. And it's like, no, I didn't sleep with her. They raped me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what it turns into.
Not to say that there's not a bunch of fucking animal niggas out there that won't be like,
Oh, no, rape is real. You know like, it's definitely a thing that happens.
Let's know that other sides exist, too. That's all. There's 2 sides of coins, guys.
Because that's the thing, and nowadays, especially with any type of celebrities or anything, your shit is ruined if somebody just says that you've done something. Like it just happened to Chris Hardwick.
There's enough people to be like, oh, well, you can't put it past him. I really don't know him like that. Could have did it. Yep.
It just happened to Chris Hardwick. Like, I'm not sure. Do you know who he is? Chris Hardwick? To go way, way back, he was the host of fucking Singled Out on MTV. You remember that show?
Yeah.
But, I mean, regardless, he has done a ton of shit in the meanwhile, has extremely successful podcasts. He was doing, the show Walking Dead. He did the after show Talking Dead, where he would interview the people and all that stuff. And he's done a myriad of things.
He's on the TV show Walking Dead?
No. He would do the show right after it called Talking Dead, where he would interview people and talk about that.
Okay.
A lot of the Comic-Con stuff he's big into. He'd be like the host for the panels and shit that ask the people questions. His ex-girlfriend from years ago just wrote a story online that he sexually abused her while they were in the relationship. He got fired from everything he's ever done, got taken off everything, and it's literally just because she said this.
I know.
This isn't like we looked into it and found out the information with any of that.
I mean, because you look at those Hollywood things, it's like, I wouldn't put it past those motherfuckers, but it's like just because they said it, you run with it. It doesn't mean that. Who knows if it's real? What happened to burden of proof? What happened to innocent until proven guilty? Like, no, it's enough for us to say,
exactly.
Get them out of there. You're all done.
And with everybody having the reach that they have on social media, that's all you need. You need that fucking. Yep. The story catches fire. It's out of here, man. People,
I mean, like somebody like Roseanne, she shot herself. Like she tweeted the shit.
Hey, man. I take Ambien to go to sleep sometimes, and I've never, screamed the N-word out of a dream. I've never woke up like, oh.
I was drugs that made me get racial.
That was the wildest thing. And you know what I love about Ambien is they even put out a statement of like, racism is not a known side effect of Ambien. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's amazing. Because you got to think, man, that probably fucked business up a little bit.
I was on Ambien. Ambien's like, hold on, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah.
We don't have that in our charts.
Don't say my fucking name in this shit. Don't say my name.
We have tested thousands of people. Nigga. Nobody's ever came out saying they what a sheet. Okay.
No. That shit is hilarious, man. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, of course, you want every man that rapes a woman or something to be responsible of that and be buried under the jail and all that. And I do understand that then there is a little bit of a trepidation on women's parts, because then they go, well, what if he did rape me, but I can't prove it. There is that, but then there is the other side of fucking women that are just looking for the come up of like, okay, we had consensual sex, and then if you regret it the next day that you fucked me because I'm ugly, that's not rape. That's you have a regret in your life right now.
You have a mistake, and you keep it moving, and you try not to tell people.
Yeah.
but when somebody famous, they're like almost inclined to like, oh, I kind of fucked Bill Cosby back in the day,
right?
Like when they talk about people they slept with, it's like, how can you sleep how can I sleep with a celebrity and not like tell if I sleep with J-Lo, like I feel like I'm going to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Nigga, I fucked Jennifer Lopez. You understand what that means? You know how much props, like, niggas going to buy me shit. Right. Because, like, yo, can I smell your dick? Like, nah, man, come on, man, when you fuck J-Lo. Like, nah, man, I can't rock with you. Right. Man. Oh, my God, let me touch it. Whoa.
Yo, let me just grasp it and then smell my hand then. Just let me do that.
Yo, do you got the boxers from that night? You know?
Right.
Okay. I don't know. Guys are different, though. We like to brag.
Yeah. But, yeah, man, there's got to, because it always does seem too that there isn't a punishment for if you falsely accuse somebody of rape.
It's supposed to
And
be.
I think
it's supposed to be a false falsifying a police report, or it's
false accusations.
There's a charge there. I don't know how hard they dropped the hammer on it, but I know there's something that exists.
As there should be. And hey, listen, if you by chance know anything about it, about the charge, hit us up, man. 203-594-6977. As we are wrapping up this episode 24 of Watermelon versus Pumpkin, we appreciate you for joining us and just shooting the shit. You know what I mean? We are making MLK's dream come true. This is a white man. This is a black man talking, doing things, and saying stuff.
Because at the end of the day,
it's always the beginning of the night.
And you niggas know Watermelon. It's always going to be versus Pumpkin. But at one day, it'll be Watermelon and Pumpkin. Hello.
Together. That's what we're working towards.
That's what
you know what I mean?
On. That's what you niggas know. When it's Watermelon and Pumpkin, it's going to be a water. Pumpkin.
It might be a wumpkin.
Pumpkin. I think, what can we do there? Wumpkin? Oh yeah, a pamelon.
A pottermelon.
A pamelon. I don't know what this.
You never know.
But just stay in tune, folks. Hit up, like and subscribe this on YouTube, and stay in tune, man. Everywhere, Spotify,
Yeah,
Stitch,
if you're on iTunes, man, hit us with a review and a 5-star rating, things like that. Get us in better view of people, because when you got 5-star ratings and you got reviews and stuff like that, they move you up in the charts and get you seen by more people. So that's what we're trying to do. Yeah. We're going to be working on merchandise eventually. We're trying to get some stuff out there. Keep it as cheap as we can, man. Just show your support if you'd like to show your support.
Right. Prostates need to be checked around here. Yeah, man, I'm Young Pastry, YUNG Pastry, at Young Pastry, everything. I love all you little niggas individually. Yes, I do.
Lil Mattress at Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS, lilmattress.com, and www.watermelonversuspumpkin.com. That's watermelon VS pumpkin.com. We appreciate you for joining us. Episode 24.
Bird wings.
That Kobe.
The Cobster.